Thank you, Hedvig Montgomery, for being with us. You have just finished your fifth and last book in the Parental Magic series, a big success in your country, in Norway. The first and the second volumes are already published in Romania, so there are three more books that we are preparing for the Romanian public. As a family therapist and parenting public speaker, you must be aware that there is a great debate in the parenting area today. We have the no reward, no punishing school of thought on the one side, and the discipline way, where harsh measures are sometimes accepted on the other side. So my first question would be, where do you feel the place of your approach would be?
I think that to understand parenting, you have to understand what we are parenting for. And what we are trying to do is to turn small kids into happy and the best they can get of themselves people, right? So they can move out from home in like 18 years, being able to support themselves and be their best. And what we know for now, and this we know for sure, is that for the brain to develop, the child has to need safe and has to feel safe. Safety makes the brain develop normally, right? So in order to turn your child into its best opportunity to make it the best child possible to be, you can't punish your child because then it won't learn as much as it can, right? So there's a lot of different ways to parenting. There's a lot of different ways to think in a family. But I know one thing for sure. If the child doesn't feel safe in the family, it will not become as good as it can.
Okay, in your Parental Magic series, you suggest that conflicts and bitter moments are necessary for a sane development of our kids. And what do you mean by that?
Oh, I mean by that all feelings are there for a reason, and children need to handle all these different kinds of feelings. And to be able to feel really happy, you have to be really frustrated at some point as well. So living with all these different kind of feelings makes the child more competent. Feelings are not dangerous, they're there for a reason, and helping the child to handle the feelings will be a good way.
I see. As a psychologist, what do you think the most frequent misunderstanding of your clients regarding their parent role would be?
I think that most common misunderstanding is that the child is challenging me, is trying to trick me, is trying to do something against me. The child never tries to trick you. It never tries to do something smart. It tries to cooperate, but it's child. So the most common misunderstanding is to put the child into the enemy box, not into the cooperation box.
Mm-hmm. In the last months of epidemic confinement, the children's uses and misuses of screens have become more problematic. And what would be your advice for parents?
Well, first of all, I have to admit that I've been so happy living in the times with an Xbox and an iPad during the pandemic. Because it's made life at home a lot easier with my own kids. Staying this much at home, I'm so glad for my iPad, I have to admit. But you are right in one point, that too much screen time doesn't make your child any good, because it's so passive. It doesn't give room for moving around. It doesn't give place for the free imagination and for creativity. So as parents, we have to try to also make room for other things than just the iPad and the Xbox and whatever you have at home. We have to make room for reading books, for playing together, for drawing, for playing an instrument, for playing together. So don't become too passive yourself because you got this helping hand from an iPad. Try to put other activities into the family as well.
Okay, I would like to thank you for your kindness and advice. And of course, thank you for your inspiring books.
Thank you so much.